Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a lot of gamers kind of being upset, which is what else is kind of new in this day and age, but we're seeing now some really big issues now with the most recent come out game, Mortal Kombat, and as well as also kind of goes and dives into people blaming the Switch, blaming the systems, blaming the fact of, well, the Switch just needs a little bit more of a power boost, but thankfully we do have the Switch 2, Super Switch, Switch Pro, whatever you guys want to go call it, coming out hopefully in the near future, which will hopefully go and fix these up. But I think just kind of talk about this is making a lot of people, number one, kind of make fun of the Switch. Number two, question why in some odd earth and some odd reason Mortal Kombat is on the Switch, and as well just the big graphics comparison is absolutely, well, astronomical in how big it is. So I'm going to go talk about this, talk about the drama and everything else in between, and let me know if you guys have checked out Mortal Kombat yet or not, and as well make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Yeah, the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. If all the Amazon links do as well, and of course we'll probably be live up on Twitch if you guys want to go and say hi, all linked down below. So if you guys may or may not have missed it, we have seen some pretty intriguing stuff over here when it comes to, well, the game. And the game itself is, well, good. We've actually had some pretty good receptions, reviews, and everything else in between. And I'm going to show you guys some of the actual comparison photos. There's been some videos and everything else. And this kind of leads towards a lot of folks out there being, well, upset. A lot of folks are just mad. Like, they're memeing on this stuff. They're unironically literally memeing on the console. You guys can maybe see some of this over here. We're like, hey, yo, this isn't even Johnny Cage. That's Jonathan Sell. I don't know, can we think of a better name or any other name that actually even mattered in the first place? And people are absolutely, without any doubt in our minds, just roasting, destroying the Nintendo Switch. Now, I think it's not really that abnormal because I think a lot of folks out there in the world understand that the Switch doesn't have the best stats. It's outdated. We need a new one. That's why we're hyping up for a Switch Pro, Super Switch, Switch 2. But just looking at some of these comparison photos, obviously it might be a little bit blurry or whatever, but like, bro, this is like this is insanity. No wonder why people are making fun of this. If you look at some of these photos over here, and you guys have these comparisons, it doesn't even look like it's the same game. Now, if you look at the shirt over here on the PS5, you see all the individual textures, you see the buttons, you see the seams, you see the lighting, look at the actual eyes. If anything, just kind of do a quick little look-ski-doodle over here on the eyes themselves versus whatever this monster is. Look at the forehead. This looks like my random uncle 30 years ago in some random bad photo. God only knows. Look at the hair details. Look at like everything in between. Now, like I said, some of these photos are maybe not like the most easy to kind of have the easy comparison on, but like, just look at this. Look at the mask that looks like it's basically just kind of hovering there. At least if this has like some sort of details. Look at the eyes where it just looks upset, mad, like just wants to go beat you up, which makes sense for a Mortal Kombat game, but involved with this, like, you have a different arch, you have like the little hand, like the hair strand, the anime vibe. Look at the hair colors, there's like actual dynamics. And floof, look at the ponytail, look at the lighting, look at the actual tree behind it. And even like look at the clothing, like look at how there's like a voluptuous detail over here that it's not intentional wording for the location over there, but you guys can kind of go and see just how much, well, just the game is different. It feels like an absolutely completely different game. Like, look at the shadow details, look at everything. I don't have to harp on it too much, but it's kind of crazy and how many folks out here are just comparing the two. Look at this photo. This looks like some off-brand, like, indie game that would end up on Steam, and you have no idea what's going on. At least, like, this looks realistic. And I played the last Mortal Kombat, and the character models and everything else looked nice. Like, it looked like you were playing an actual legitimate game. But this is why I think a lot of folks are making fun of this, because it's just so outdated to the point where, why would you even want to buy it? And the second, like, a part two of this is why it's not on the Switch. Now, I know there's a lot of families, probably a lot of dads, probably someone even watching this video probably has a Switch and like, yeah, you know, whatever, I'd play Mortal Kombat on it. And in all honesty, the more options, the better. Like, if it doesn't cost that much money for a company to port it on over, that's fine. But I just also never really think like little Jimmy over there playing some Mario games and some Zelda games is also going to be rocking out some of this. Or as well, if I was someone who wasn't treated on Mortal Kombat, if I'm dropping $60, $70, I kind of want to get it on like, you know, proper console that would look a little bit nicer. Like I said, this looks like a night and day difference. This looks like you're literally in the room with them, granted, you know, resolution video game aside, and this looks like you're quite literally playing a PS2 game that's, you know, at the time was cutting graphics, and now not so much. This is probably the best comparison photo I think over here for this. Now, this is also almost just a literal meme. Like, bro, like this like doesn't even look like the same character. This looks like the weird knockoff Wish version where you go pick up at Walmart, whatever. I don't know when it might be. Like, this is like, it's just embarrassing to see this one. Like, I mean, like, the idea is there. I'm sure the gameplay might be there, but don't forget on how bad the Nintendo Switch Online even is in the first place. It's rough. It's like dog at this point. And now, obviously, a lot of folks now are bringing this on up. Or people are making the comments on the same Mortal Kombat 1 looks way worse than the Switch. Check out the graphics comparison. Now, I think a lot of us understand the normal idea. It's like kind of haha, easy to make fun of the Switch. It's old console. I get it. I think everyone gets it. Like, it's kind of a easy, low-hanging fruit. But it just really goes to show, like, when it's like, we don't see that many like AAA games, like say like a Mortal Kombat launching simultaneously on console and the Switch. Like, it's more of like a basic low-key thing. It doesn't happen as often as most people would expect. So we see this and we're like, well, this is bad. Like, I don't know. It's almost like you actually have to see it. Like, we all know the Switch is rough, and that's why I think they like to focus on the stylistic stuff. This is like a duh. But, like, dang, this is rough. So with the Switch now being 6 years old, and while maybe notably exceptional at handling its age in certain ways, emergent footage from the new Mortal Kombat 1 on the console instantly makes us painfully aware of the modern titles that are pushing its limits. And as I mentioned, we've been seeing people roasting this. We've had people making jokes about little Jimmy over here just getting his, like, kit because he's just playing the Switch. He can't even go play people online. Or people just getting like just memeing where it's like you're not even playing the same game at this point. And I know I never want anyone to feel bad. If you're playing on your Switch, that's the only console you have, or maybe you just want to go be efficient, or maybe your kids want to check it out, whatever. Bro, enjoy yourself. It's like not the biggest deal. I just think it's funny to see on how rough this is, and it really does kind of go and showcase on how rough the Switch's hardware even is right now. We really need the Switch to really, really bad. Like really, really, really bad. We have seen a few videos over here too. We see this El Anicio de Bitos, who kind of showed up some of these too as well, and even add things like the Steam Deck too, which is cool. Like we had a few little comparisons and differences, like when it comes to the game itself. Like look at this. Like I almost want to show you guys this really, really quick highlight over here. Look at the literal Switch version, dude. Like this is, so here's the Steam Deck. Like this looks like a completely different game. Like this literally looks like an old school game from like 2012. And you go to PS5 right after. Like just look at the actual environment. That's probably a bigger thing to look at. Like if you just go and stare at these, like some other things out here, like the PS5 looks nice. The Steam Deck looks okay, but like look at these overall details and like the Series XS and all this. Look at the Switch; it's just blurry, it's gross, it's ground. Like I said, I don't want to make anyone feel bad, but like just the comparison levels are insanely different. Like it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look presentable. It doesn't look nice. Like look at this. Like this looks good. Look at the Switch. Like I think look at this compared to the prior thing you guys just saw. Like look, this is the Steam Deck. This is the Switch. Okay, like this is the literal Switch. And then look at this. This is the PS5. Like, this is just a completely different world. That Switch got to get their stats up, baby. I think we all know this, but now. I think we have talked about the fact that we have been seeing a lot of Switch 2 rumors that kind of like be completely anti-Nintendo on this one, where they do have reports that the dev kits have been shown out. They have reports now that, well, at the same time, the specs might be comparable even to the PlayStation 5, or at least better than the Xbox Series S, which is very, very nice. We're seeing rumors that it's going to be a new camera, so brand new niches, brand new performance boost as well. And on top of that, we're also expecting maybe a cheaper price point of either still sticking at the $350 or trying to stick at the $399.99, which, I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, whatever works. But we are a little bit on the sadder side because we just want better hardware. Like, I think a lot of folks are just making fun of the Switch, and it's just disappointing. Like, we don't want to have games that look like this. Like, this isn't even a real game anymore. I mean, like, it's fine. You enjoy the multiplayer. It's okay. But yeah, I don't know. I just think the Switch needs that bump up. So kind of give me your thoughts and comments. A little bit of a shorter video on this one, but we saw there's so many jokes, so I almost feel bad. Like I don't want some random guy with a Switch who's like, I really like this game. I'm not feeling too bad. Like I would play it. Yeah, I don't want them to feel bad. If you enjoy your Switch, go and enjoy it. Go play, have fun, whatever. But it does kind of stink because we just need a little bit better. Like this is to the point where it's people are making a mockery of this. People are making fun of the Switch. People are saying that the stats suck. People are saying I would never play this game. People are saying this is literally a PS2 game in 2023, 2024. Why are we going to be wasting our time on this? Why would I spend my money on this? People are unironically somewhat upset, and I think rightfully so, because I don't think I myself would spend the money on Mortal Kombat on this version. I don't think I would. And, well, I think Nintendo, thankfully, is getting their next generation soon. But right now, I'm sad about it. I wish they have a little bit better expectation. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. Swing by the Twitch room if you guys are bored. Link down below. Follow the Twitter. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll talk to you guys all soon. I love you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.